Hello folks, the Y Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this very beautiful spring day. Hey, the name of this video is called The Y Guy Exposes Christian Propaganda. But before I get into it, I'm going to do my infomercial first, now instead of the end of the video. I got a book published called In Defense of God's Love, written by yours truly, the Y Guy. And I'll leave a link to Amazon on the comment section of this YouTube channel. Consider it. You can read quite a few pages, before purchase. Check it out, okay? Anyway, as I said just a moment ago, the Y Guy exposes Christian propaganda. Whenever I think of propaganda, I think of the Nazi propaganda machine that perverted and convinced the German populace that the Jews were a throwaway race. Remember that word, throwaway. Okay, I'm going to use it again. Anyway, a throwaway race that got exactly what they deserved during the Holocaust. It doesn't get more perverted than that. Most within Christendom actually acknowledge this documented fact. However, Christendom refuses to acknowledge the historical fact how the ancient Roman government used propaganda, much like Hitler did. Okay? And how their tool of choice for promoting their lies, like Hitler's lies, how the Romans promoted their lies, their tool of choice was to use the ancient Latin church system. Folks, the church and the government were in bed together, okay, at the time that the Bible, the Vulgate was printed. All right? Why else do you think our Constitution stresses that we separate church and state? It is based upon governments like that. All right? Now, to control the masses, the church set themselves up as the good guys. Simply doing God's will. That was also a lie. Much like Hitler did. You don't think Hitler thought he was doing God's will? You need to read your history. A little more history. He thought he was one of them are Christians. He sure did. Thinking he was doing God's will. What a pervert. Now, how was Hitler a good guy in his own perverted mind? Well, he convinced people he was protecting them against the evil Jew, you see. So how did the Latin Church portray themselves as the good guys? By convincing people they were protecting them from an angry God. But you're only going to get that protection from that angry God if you follow the beliefs and guidelines of their church. Sound familiar? Nothing has changed, folks. Hitler's solution was to murder millions of people who got what they deserved. The angry God and the people who follow him, their solution is to give people what they deserve. I hear it all the time. Yeah, they're going to get what they deserve by torturing countless billions in an endless hell. Yep, they're going to get what they deserve. They had a choice to believe or not to believe. They're going to get what they deserve. Did Hitler's actions indicate he had love for the Jewish people? Pretty stupid question, right? Well, in closing this video, remember that term throwaway? Christendom expects the people of the world to believe God loves them. And if you don't love him back, you're a throwaway people, just destined for hell. And you'll get what you deserve, which is far worse than anything Hitler ever did. I'm sure, I would give my eye teeth, actually, not literally, of course, but I just wish, I hope beyond hope, that a hell-believing Christian will come across this video and think for the first time in their life and pull their head out of the rear end of doctrines of men. Okay? And be willing to at least discuss these things and look into history and not be fearful of being proven wrong. See, people, cognitive dissonance, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about this stuff. It's a very fearful thing to realize that you've been lied to for so many years. You don't think I went through it? I used to believe and promote the hell doctrine. So I know exactly how you would feel. Well, anyway, if you disagree with this video and you're going to leave a comment of disagreement, which is fine. We can discuss these things. But you had better be polite. You start that name-calling crap, and you're out of here. You're gone. I delete it. However, and then give me a thumbs down accordingly, of course. If you happen to agree with this video, come across it, give me a thumbs up. You know, it might encourage, more thumbs up might encourage a hell-believing Christian who happens to come across this YouTube video, might encourage them to take a peek, you know. I'm not asking out of vain reasons or nothing to do with my ego. It's for the sake of others, okay? It really is. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Look me up on Facebook. I have a group, a private group called the White Guy Group. I also have an open public timeline under the avatar name of John Anthony Jones. You can look me up there too. You know, I share some of this stuff on Facebook before I even do a video about it. So, you know, just a thought. Anyway, thank you for viewing.